Hello everybody. Today is December 14th, 2017. I'm in the exercise room, if you can't tell. Yeah, luckily I'm the only person in here. I just bumped my head pretty bad. Hopefully it's okay. There is this door stopper or whatever, I guess you would call it. I'm not, door blocker or whatever, in front of the hotel door. And I was trying to get some things up, to kind of like look like less of a pig and to also make things a little bit easier for the housekeeper. I have to leave the room for the room to get serviced, all that. And as I was getting up, I bumped my head pretty bad, and I'm like, oh my gosh, really? Like, I'm trying to do something nice, and I hurt myself, Anyhow, speaking of doing nice things and hurting yourself or not getting the reward you would hope for or whatever in the heck, I stepped on the scale today, and I was 269. 0.2. Sorry, let's add that 0.2. I was wearing very light clothes, okay, but I came in at 269.2. Now, my period should be coming up very soon, like within the next few days and everything. So it's possible that that's just PMS. I tried to eat fairly responsibly yesterday. I had a pretty good volume of food, but calorically, I think I didn't do too bad, and certainly not to the tune of, I was down to 267.8, so that means I gained 1.4 overnight, But anyway, hopefully tomorrow I'll be back down again. I'm going to stay on track no matter what. I'm not just doing it for the numbers, though that does matter to me, but that's not everything. Another thing, okay, there was something else that came to mind. I'm trying to remember what it was. Trying to remember. Oh, something that occurred to me. So yeah, the scale's at 269.2. I'm right now just thankful to be under 270. So, it's kind of sank in, that message that I did in a previous video where I was talking about acceptance of where you are. You'll have a woman who maybe she was 120 pounds in college and most of her life she was small, and then she has a baby or babies, plural. Her eating gets out of whack and hormones and maybe medication or whatever in the hell, and she finds herself over 200 pounds or maybe not quite that big. It depends on the person, but either way it goes, she's still judging herself by that old standard. Well, I was doing that to myself for a really long time, where I felt like a stranger in a strange land at my current size, and I didn't really think, I didn't accept that this is me and that I have to, in other words, okay, so I'm 269.2. If this were 2 months ago, that would be horrifying. Like, oh my God, I'm 269.2. Or even, 2-3 months ago, I was weighing 250 something. I was like, oh, I'm 257, 258, or I'm 260. I'm not happy about that. And you know what I mean? You can go back and look at my old videos. I had, that's how I saw myself. But you have to see yourself for how you are so that you can appreciate the progress that you're making from that point on, because you still have to go that road. I still, in other words, it may not be fun to be 269, but hey, I could be 279, which is what I was when I got here, and so I have to be, I have to grow to appreciate where I am and how far I'm coming from where I am, or from where I was, or, whatever, if that makes any sense, so I'm going to see 259 again, and then I'm going to go on my account and know that there was a video of myself saying I'm 256 or 255. I feel a little bit bad about that, but know that I still have to hit 259 to even get to that point, Again, hope all of this makes sense. You climb up the mountain, you slide back down, and then you're going to see some of the same things. You're going to see, you know, that's why they say don't burn your bridges, because you never know when you have to cross it again, if that, you know, makes sense. So I'm done with that train of thought. Another video, or excuse me, another theme I did in a previous video that I did not post was I was talking about how weight looks different on different people. And, you know, it depends on your body composition, your height, etc., etc. You know, for me, I don't know if I look my weight. Like in the past, sometimes when people would find out how much I weighed, they would be like, no, you don't look like you weigh that, or, you know, or whatever. And it's hard to say, are people being nice, or do I genuinely not look like I weigh whatever it is, you know? But one thing I will tell you, I've seen so many women lately that they really don't look their weight. An example, there's this girl I follow on Instagram named Kimber Fit Girl, I think her name is. She's very beautiful, looks a bit like Eliza Dushku, sorry, from Bring It On, the dark-haired girl. Anyhow, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer, she played Faith, the Bat Slayer and all that. Well, anyway, about her, I love her. She's awesome. And I hadn't followed her in a while because I'm following or I followed her, but I hadn't seen her post in a while because I follow so many other people. And plus I haven't been on Instagram religiously, you know, in a while. But as it were, apparently she got down to the 100s, and she went back up to the 240s. So she understands the struggle, you know. But I'm looking at her pictures in the 240s, many of them, and not a single one does she look like she's that heavy. Now, granted, she's 5'9", but, you know, she still doesn't look like she's that heavy. You know, I've known guys, you know what's funny? You know, men are thought to be able to carry weight better than women in a lot of cases. However, I will say this. I've seen, you know, usually because they're taller than us and more muscle, but I will tell you, if she were a man at 5'9" and 240 something, her doctor would be telling her, hey, you got to lose weight, or his doctor. You know what I mean? You got to lose some weight. You're unhealthy, bro. You know, this isn't good, whatever. Because, and the person would look bloated, but she looks amazing. You know, she looks like she's under 200 pounds easily, you know, and she blamed it on having kind of like a muscular build or something like that. And it's not manly muscular. It's very beautiful, very feminine. Lastly, on that same note, there's another girl that I follow who recently became pregnant, and she is in the 250s, and this woman, she's always looked tiny since she started losing weight. Her name is Fighting the Number 2 Get Fit, and she looks extraordinary. Like, she has the teeny tiny little waist and flat belly to the point where people actually ask her, did you get a tummy tuck? And she hasn't. But that's what people think, you know, because her waist is so tiny. It's like, it's so funny, like, I'll just leave it at this. It's so funny, these women will ask these questions of women who we admire, how they turn out, like, wow, you don't have any loose skin, or you look great, or da-da-da-da. And listen, I'm going to tell you something terrible. That may not be your result. In fact, it's a good chance that won't be your result, though it could be, but, you know, I wouldn't count on it, one. And, you know, you'll have someone who they're 400 pounds, damn near 300 to 400 pounds, and they'll say, I'm scared to lose weight because of the loose skin. And a part of me, my heart kind of goes out to them in a weird way, you know, kind of like looking at a younger, dumber version of yourself. And I know that's a terrible thing to say, and I'm just saying what's on my mind, sorry, forgive me. But at the same time, let me tell you, it's better for you to lose the weight. I want to do another video. Well, I'll just, you know what? I'm going to extend this one just to leave this last thought. The one thing that really strikes me about people who have had massive weight loss and who end up with loose skin that they're able to hide pretty well under clothes. Clue L talked about this in a video, and Lauren, I forgot her name, because there's two Laurens. Okay, anyway, there's two Laurens that I follow. I forgot the one that I'm about to reference. She's had weight loss surgery. Okay, these two women that I'm referring to had weight loss surgery. They lost a massive amount of weight with weight loss surgery. They look amazing and everything, and I love them, and they've given wonderful advice and so on and so forth. But about the Lauren girl, one thing that she remarked on was before she had her skin fixed, guys would look at her and they were attracted to her for her beauty, for what they felt like they were getting the hot supermodel, you know, kind of girl. They thought that they were getting the hot chick, if you will. And I mean that, like, you know, in quotation marks, you know, not like she's not still hot regardless, but and then she'd take off her clothes, and because she was attracting superficial men to begin with, then they would stop calling her after sleeping with her. And that was one of the things that really destroyed her self-esteem. Now, I don't know if that's the exact reason why they stopped calling her, but I could see that. I could totally see that. I could totally see you attracting a certain type of dude with your new, seemingly crossover good looks, you know, you attracting a certain kind of superficial asshole who is drawn to you because of superficial reasons. And then when he realizes that you don't quite look the way that he thought you did when you take off your clothes and everything, then I can understand that. So, you know, in one sense, my heart definitely goes out to people who do have the loose skin issue, but most of them will tell you they would never trade the loose skin for the fat again. Okay, so long story short, you're better off just losing it. All that being said, thank you for watching. And let's do a quick body shot. Unfortunately, my shirt is wet. I'm not taking off my damn purse. I'm just not. And yeah, this is me. Thanks for watching. Bye.